What is up, guys? My name is Wenster. Welcome back to The Average Fighter. Before we jump into today's video, if you guys are new around here, make sure to mash the subscribe button. And if you guys have been here for a while, big thank you to you. And if you have any thoughts, any comments on the video, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Love reading on those. And without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. We got a lot to talk about in today's video. Okay, guys, so you already know what the video is going to be about today. You already know by the name of the video. Before we jump into today's video, I do want to let you know, take it with a grain of salt. Do not believe the hype, guys. I repeat, do not believe the hype until we actually get a confirmation from Capcom. That's when you guys should be worrying about what they're nerfing or what they're buffing. But I definitely wanted to bring this list to you guys because I feel like it's a very interesting list, because I feel it does justice, but in some cases it's just like, what? Why are we patching that? That specific patch, to me at least, this is my opinion, of course, um, doesn't make too much sense, and I don't think they would do that. But nevertheless, let's jump straight into it. First things first, I do see here, the first one is projectile lockout is out. When the game detects you're blocking for too long, you gain an improved push block that resets to neutral. Now, whoever wrote this isn't the greatest when it comes to wording it. I'm not really understanding. You gain improved push block that resets to neutral. That, I don't really, they explain that well, but I can see what they mean. Projectile lockdown is out. There's like certain moves in the game, like Gamora's, like straight down gunshots. They keep you locked there for a while. Obviously, they even say right here, Rocket Raccoon's traps. They lock you down for a good while, son. You there visiting, when they lock you down. So I can definitely see that, but I want to know what he means by you gain improved push block on resets up to neutral. I don't understand that too much. Again, if this is real, I would love to see that in action. Maybe like a little test or something. But yeah, definitely nerfing some of the things like the fire, Gamora, like be able to push block, or even Jetta, a little sphere, that the little knife thing that he throws out. I'd like to be able to push block that. He even gives an example right here. He also talks about Sonic Fox, Jetta, Raccoon, Block Stream Infinite is gone. And then Gamora, Crouching Light Punch, Dagger Toss, Arc Shot cannot be push blocked. So when Gamora is actually shooting at you, she shoots at an angle, you wouldn't be able to push block, but you can send the bullets back. But I guess now, according to this leak, that you're going to be able to push block that. And I think that's really good, because that's like one of my big complaints. Fighting against Gamora and not being able to push her away, dashing at you with their guns, super stressful, because you can't push block. All you can do is perfect push block and then send the bullets back at her. So I think that's a really good one. And also that block string, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Man. Like, people will always figure out a way. The thing that I've always loved about Marvel, it's always been cheap. And I think having infinite blocks done, humans are perfect. They're not always going to be able to do it. I don't think that needed to be patched. Maybe just be able to push block more, like maybe that, or actually push block in this specific case. I think that'd be nice. But I don't know about that. Maybe I'm just like too fond of the cheapness. Like I love people back in Marvel 3. Putting the Gucci belt on and just running amok against your opponent. But yeah, we'll move on straight to the point. Let me know what you guys think about that. Projectiles that pierce still do damage, but lose hit stun, so they do not stop the hyper. They'll function like rapid fire, spell, and reality storm. Example: Gamora's bullets and Monster Hunter's arrow. So I think that'd be pretty good. I think that's more of like a buff, I guess. Whatever. I mean, take it. Don't really care about that one. Storm duration is decreased by 20%. Now, I think this is one of them that I have like a problem with. Again, if this is real, I don't think they need to really nerf the storm. I don't think that's like the issue. I feel like they don't. If they were to nerf it, I don't think they need to nerf it by 20%, because you earn that box at the end, and it's kind of your comeback factor. I understand that we're trying to make it easy for everyone to be able to make a comeback or come back on your opponent by decreasing by 20%. You're kind of hurting the whole scene. I would understand like maybe 5 or 10, but 20 is a lot, son. And also, you work for that storm. You are fighting. You could build the storm in the combo or get hit, and also build your storm. But I think by decreasing it by 20%, that's just like huge. That's a huge chunk, man. and it'll like make it that much harder in this game to make a comeback. Even without the stone, it's so hard to make a comeback. It's literally just your opponent just messing up if you do manage to make a comeback. Let me know what you guys think on that. The next one, the Reality Stone has increased startup up to 22 frames. Apparently, currently is at 9 frames and disappears when the character that uses it gets hit. However, it has increased its stun if it lands. Mashing Reality Stone is discouraged. So I think everyone could agree with this one. Reality Stone is probably the one that's mostly used right now. That storm or that stone is reigning supreme on everything else. You know, it's just so good. It has like the function of hidden missiles, but in a shorter distance. And what I mean by that, you know, you could just go in, go in, and go in, jump back, reality stone tag, you know, and you're good. You're definitely good on that. So I don't think they need to decrease like anything on the startup. I think all they had to really do is if you get hit while you use it, or you get hit while it's out, I think it should disappear. I think that makes it fair. But I don't think they need to like nerf the startup on it, because I think the startup is pretty fair because you can still mash them out of it. It's just my own personal opinion. But I don't know what they mean. Mashing reality stone is discouraged. I guess they're just assuming people are just like, you know, dashing up and mashing reality stone. Who knows? But I mean, I see people what I can see what they mean, but I don't think they're like really mashing. I think they're just like setting it up so their character can be safe. But next one, Rocket Raccoon's trap duration is decreased. I think this is just something personal. I think this is a good one. That trap, like the traps, I think I could understand the super staying there for a long time because it costs a meter. You know, I could see that, but the little traps stay there for a while, like a good while. So like they're there for forever, and they're so good. They're so good. You know, maybe adding to this, if he gets hit, they go away. You know, if you're gonna do that to Reality Stone that everyone's using and a lot of people are complaining about, why not do it to one of the characters that's like really dominant right now? You know, like with the whole like traps and everything hitting him, they at least one of them goes away, or they go away. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. If you're gonna do it to Reality Stone, you might as well do it to Rocket Raccoon as well. Except the super though, because the super is like it costs a meter. You know, you have to waste something to get it. But again, let me know what you guys think on that. Last one, Dante's hitboxes are smaller with hurt boxes fixed. Now, on the wall on this, because Marvel, a lot of the Marvel players will always tell you the game is cheap, the game is broken. You know, every Marvel game is like over the top, like broken, and people know that it's tied to that. And I think for the most part, Marvel heads are always attracted to that because how broken a game can get. You know, Dante is a perfect example. People complain so much of Dante being so not so bad, but like damaged. You know, he didn't have like anything to get off of me. You know, other than the snap in Marvel 3. And I think this is a perfect example of what the community wanted, but they didn't want this monster. You know, this guy is like Dante's probably. I think he's probably like the best character in the game right now. He has all the options. He has all the tools. He confirms into everything from anything. I don't think they need to nerf him at all. I think they should just keep him how he is, leave it be, because there's other characters that could do great things like Dante. Now, a lot of people don't like playing Dante because of like Tempest. Maybe nerf just like the startup on specific moves, because big neutral jet stream, and then just, you know, making you block and attack. How is that anything bad? He's doing a move and then tagging into it. Now maybe increase the startup on it or do something along those lines. I don't think they need to nerf any of his hitboxes or hurt boxes, because those are just his normal moves, and they're still slow. They're relatively slow as compared to like mashing jab with any other character, with like Nova or Ultron. So that's just my spiel on that. So Dante can't stall with Acid Rain 1 back. Again, I don't think they need to nerf that, and I think what they're implying there is the move that Dante spins downward with the guns and, you know, does a Storm Surge. I don't think they need to nerf that, because that's good. You know, they just found a way how to stall. So you literally could do 6 motions in the air with like Dante, because you could cancel unique moves into like the Storm Surge. So you'll do the Rain, Storm Surge, Rain, Storm Surge, Rain, Storm Surge, you know, and that just keeps you in the air for a while. You could avoid so many things. But I think the one thing they do need a nerf is when Dante actually does it, he like lunges forward and then spins down. I think they need to like just make him start spinning down where he's at because it can be a cross up. I could see that. The next one would be Dante's hammer has recovery on landing. I could agree with. I could definitely agree with this. He had, if he does, again, this would be implying that he doesn't have any recovery on landing. I think that's ridiculous. I think a move is too good. If you can't punish it, the move's too good. Giving him recovery, and that's really all you got to do. I don't think you need a nerf like the size of the hurt box. I think you just got to nerf like that you can actually hit him. So can't switch during the first 3 seconds of the match. Example, no round start, lariat X switch. Apparently, pre-fight switching has also been removed. In the beginning of the video, this is exactly what I'm telling you about. I have no idea what they're talking about. I think that's perfectly fine. You can switch characters, you know, in Marvel 3, Marvel 2. When you pick them in order, you can switch characters. Obviously, you couldn't switch during the pre-fight. I don't think that's like broken or anything. I think that's like really good. I think being able to switch because you're like mixing up your opponent's pre-game, so I think that's dumb. I don't agree with that at all. Being able to switch is another layer to the whole gameplay. Let's see. Dante's jumping heavy kick has a sweet spot now. You have to connect it with a certain spacing for it to have the same effect on hit than it does currently. Less hits on outside of the sweet spot. Now again, I think this is for wording. I don't agree with nerfing it if it's outside of the sweet spot. I think it should just be the same thing throughout. Because even if you lock it, you can still dash cancel, so that just nullifies everything. Now, I think this is something really smart. Added sound cues for things like Rocket Raccoon's traps and Nova's flight. Now, having the ability to hear has always been a problem with like Marvel games because, again, you know, the crowd is always hyped for Marvel, and people playing it have to be 100% focused because there's so much going on. And having sound cues for specific moves like the traps, they already do. Like I think only the Super does for like Rocket Raccoon's like traps. But having the sound cues is pretty nice, and I definitely agree with this, having sound cues for like a flight mode or something, so you know it happened. See, Hager's hitboxes are being fixed, currently disjointed. Now, I mean, I fought like one Hager. I feel like Hager's a really strong character because he has like one of the most unique moves, a completely invincible move. I don't know if there's other invincible moves, but that's a really strong option. Having the ability to, you know, oppress your opponent or, you know, have a get off of me, if you will. I think that's really good, but I don't know what they mean by like just joining it or whatever, you know. Tell me what you guys think on that. Last one, Dormammu is getting nerfed, hitboxes, hurtboxes, thorns. And it's funny because it doesn't even say what they're nerfing. It's just, he's getting nerfed, guys. He's getting taken care of, and Thorns is going to be fixed. Like, he doesn't even say Thorns is going to be fixed. It just says Thorns. Now, Dormammu, everyone knows he's a great character in this game. They made him so much better. Whoever works at Capcom had the intention to make this guy cheap. When they gave him Thorns, like, that was just like the done deal. Like, he's such a good character. I could agree with nerfing the Thorn. If you hit him, you know, knock him out of it. I could agree with that. And in the same note, you know, maybe you make Thorns a little bit faster to come out. I don't know. I don't think they need to nerf any of his hitboxes because his hitboxes aren't like the issue. I mean, I played him a couple times and he's perfectly easy to combo. His normals, yeah, they're a little like out there. They're out there for a reason. He's like swiping, you know, and then it comes at an angle. But I can't speak on everyone's behalf. I agree with like nerfing Thorns and then also giving it something else to make up for it, to make it a little more fair, I guess. I think nerfing the hitboxes or hurtboxes, it isn't always the best idea. Just let them rock, give them some recovery frames, or add some frames somewhere, or take some frames somewhere, and that's all you gotta do. You know, it makes it a fair move now. But again, you can't please everyone. The HSD glitch, and for those who don't know, that's hit stun decay glitch. At some point in time, when you're doing a combo, hit stun takes effect and makes the combo that much more harder to continue. This glitch allows you to bypass that and continue the combo. Now, again, the same rules apply. Like, Marvel's always been the over-top game. Always been like, ah, man, that looks so cheap. You know, like, why would people put themselves in this stressful situation playing against Zero, playing against Magneto with missiles? You know, it's just so stressful. I think the HSD glitch gives everyone the opportunity because it isn't for character specific. Anyone, I think almost everyone in the game could do it. You guys might completely disagree, but having that glitch, it makes the game more fair. You know, because some people may not be good, but goddamn, if they hit you, they're gonna land that glitch. and I would hate to see the glitch be removed because I like broken shit. I'll TAC like combos for Marvel 3. For those who don't know, they're basically infinite combos, just like this. Just seeing that happen is so much fun, takes so much skill, and I think just the removal of any glitch gives you more damage. I think it's a little dumb. Now I could agree if a glitch like breaks the game and just kills a character like that, I could agree with that. And I'm a little upset if this is real. If this goes, like I've been trying to learn all this time for nothing, it all goes in vain. I'm not salty because of that. I'm just salty that it doesn't. It needs to stay because that's what makes Marvel Marvel. The last one, there will be some form of cross-up protection. I think I understand what they're trying to get this. In Street Fighter 5, it tells you if it's a cross-up or not. Maybe making it easier to block. That's what I'm understanding from this. I don't know what they mean by it, honestly, but I think that's a little dumb. Aiding someone. Hey, I got my time to get into on my opponent. It's time to mix them up. Oh wait, cross-up protection, psych. Like what? Like, what do you mean, man? Like, I worked hard to try to get on you, and you're gonna use like. I think that's a little dumb. I think it makes the game unfair, and I think it takes a lot of moments away from people who possibly had like a moment to make a comeback, or start winning, or get the hit. This game's Marvel. It's cheap. Like if you can't block, then don't don't play. And I think they definitely don't need to add that. This is my opinion. If you guys don't agree with it, that's perfectly fine. That's why it's a discussion. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think of this complete list. I feel like this list is gonna be fake. Maybe there's obviously some things that Marvel Infinite does need to get fixed on. I could agree with some of these things on the list, but a lot of them are just like, eh. But again, take it with a grain of salt, guys. It might be real, it might not. But it's just always interesting to talk about. I want to know what you guys would nerf in Marvel Infinite. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys would like to buff. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in for today's video. That is going to wrap it up. Do not forget to hit the subscribe. And again, guys, my name is Wenster. Thank you for checking out The Average Fighter, and I will check you guys out later.